been cleaning out stuff, moving some closets and different things. And, you know, you live in one place for, I've been here 34 years. And, you know, you just, you know, I'm into too many things. That's part of the problem. I really have too many hobbies. I'm into too many things. I've been to different careers and into computers and just everything else and all kinds of guns and reloading and you name it. I just have too many things. In digging all this stuff out, in fact, and cleaning things, I come across notebooks and page after page of and folders after folder of things, and back in my teaching career, my publishing career, sales and marketing, different things I've done and places I've been and things, projects we were involved in. And you know, and then just all the stuff with the Hickok45 projects and just everything. I think, wow, all the spreadsheets I ran across a list. I should have brought that out of. I told you last week about starting a laptop program with my students, you know, back in the early 90s. I ran across a spreadsheet that I had made in 93 or 4. Every student listed, the serial number of their computer, and I think their locker number, and yeah, and we had to work all that stuff out. The tag number on all their computer cases, because they were 7th graders, and so they had to have their tag on their computer hand all the time with their number in case one was sitting around. We knew whose it was. You don't know whose it is, and so we could look it up and see whose it was, and so I would sort that by student and also by serial number and everything, and then their locker and where it was and should be, and it was a security issue. They were $2,000 computers at the time, and they were all walking around with them like they're just a textbook. But anyway, there was that spreadsheet and all those names of those students. And I thought, oh man, the work I put into that project, and it's a miracle I haven't blown a fuse in my brain. I told somebody I should have just been a lumberjack or something, right? Just go to work every day and just work hard and not have all these details that I've had to keep up with, because I'm really not detail oriented. I'm kind of weird. I'm in a way I'm a bit of a nerd, because I enjoy messing with spreadsheets. I keep a lot of information on that, but then again, I don't know. Then again, I'm not really a nerd. Maybe I'm a dumb nerd. That's the problem. Most nerds we think of as being smart, having high IQ. But I've sort of been a nerd with a low IQ. And I think that's the issue. But I've been in so many things that I dig through this stuff, and it just almost wears me out to dig through it again. I wonder, how in the world do I keep up with all that, And here's another whole filing cabinet and folders full of this stuff that I had to do. But anyway, back to something. Here's something I dug out. Some of you will enjoy this, I think. When we started that project, all the computers had Windows 3.1. Does that look familiar to any of you? And of course it was licensed. So we had boxes, one for every student, but they didn't have to open them or anything. We just kept them on a bookshelf. I remember that thing full of these, and I don't know why we kept them. We didn't really need them. And eventually threw them away. And I brought one of them home. I'd forgotten I had it in the bottom of a drawer covered up with stuff. But that's neat. It's never been opened. Windows 3.1. So if anybody wants to get rid of Windows 10 and just, kind of go old school, here you go, man. Here's one other little gem. This is me teaching junior English. You can believe that. I don't know if you can see that, dude. Black and white. See, there was no color back in then. The lighting's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah, you can see that, dude. Isn't he handsome? Look at that hair. Look at that hair. Pontificating. Probably Shakespeare. Now, I didn't do a lot of pontificating, a little bit. I mean, I really enjoyed teaching, but the thing I enjoyed the most was engaging these students and hearing from them, making them think. They couldn't hide in my class. They couldn't hide. They had to be prepared. They had to make a comment. And intelligent, preferably. This one I've got kind of careful. This is another gem. This is the last of them. But look at this. Back in '96, I was into the internet early on, of course, but it wasn't graphic at the time. But look at this. I bought this Yellow Pages, a guide to the World Wide Web. How's that? You didn't know the web was so small that you could actually buy a book, a Yellow Pages A lot of you don't know what yellow pages are, right? The yellow pages, the phone books and everything was a big deal for a long time, most of my life. Well, this was the yellow pages of the World Wide Web. And, you might find that useful. Find you a website you didn't know existed. John gets a kick out of that because that was on my bookshelf for a long time. So the early days of computers and the web was a very interesting time. I don't know if there'll be another time like that. There probably will. There always is. And the unless you were there, like a lot of things, you can't fully appreciate it. Technology is always changing, and the phones, and it's interesting and even amazing sometimes what even a phone will do. But we sort of have gotten to the point where it's hard to be pizzazz. Oh my gosh, you know what Joe's got? He got a computer that, when's the last time somebody had a laptop that impressed you? Like, wow, I don't know, we've gotten them as small and thin as we want them. Too small and too thin. I still use a full size. I don't want these little bitty ones. Why? Might as well use my phone if I'm gonna have a little bitty one, because I can type, believe it or not, I can type 100 words a minute. You know, believe it? I always say I can type 100 words a minute, but I can only think 50.